Okay, let's be honest for a second. Everyone thinks that living in Palm Springs in the Coachella Valley is all sunshine, pools, and palm trees. And yes, that part is true, but there's a few costs that no one really talks about until after they move here. So today I'm breaking it down the 7 hidden costs of living in the Coachella Valley that you'll want to know before making the move. So let's start with a big one, summer utility bills. The desert sun is beautiful, right? But it's really intense, and your air conditioner will be working hard for several months out of the year. To put real numbers into it, a roughly 2,000 square foot home, it's very common to see electric bills jump from $150 in the spring to $400 or more in July and August, and maybe even more. And it's not a deal breaker, but it's something that you'll want to budget for ahead of time so it doesn't catch you off guard. Another cost that surprises people are HOA fees, and a lot of communities out here have them, especially condos and gated neighborhoods and resort-style developments. They all have HOA, homeowners associations. And on the lower end, you might see a couple $100s a month, but higher end or luxury communities, HOA fees can climb in a $1,200 to $1,500 per month range. And you're buying in a golf community, it's important to know that golf memberships are often separate from the HOA, and they can be optional, but they can add another layer of cost if the golf is part of your lifestyle. Now let's talk insurance. It's another big one that people don't always think about. And yes, while we get over 300 days of sunshine a year, we're also in a wildfire zone close to the San Andreas Fault, and certain areas are prone to flash flooding. And because of that, some insurance companies have raised premiums, adjusted coverage, or even pulled out of certain areas altogether. And here's something people don't realize. The Coachella Valley sits in a basin surrounded by mountains. And when it rains or when snow melts in the mountains, that water comes down fast. The ground here is extremely dry, so it doesn't absorb right away. Instead, it runs across the surface, which is how flash floods happen. That combination can impact insurance costs, so something you'll want to understand before choosing a neighborhood. Maintenance is another hidden cost, especially in the desert. The sun can be really hard on the exterior paint, on your roof, HVAC system, and it's all over time. Landscaping can also be more expensive if you're trying to maintain grass. So here's a silver lining. The desert landscaping actually works in your favor. Succulents, cacti, and native plants thrive here and use very little water and look great. A lot of homeowners are leaning into that and end up saving a lot of money while still having a beautiful yard. Cooling your home goes beyond the electric bill. Homeowners here schedule preventative maintenance, HVAC maintenance about twice a year, usually before summer and again before the winter, to keep systems running efficiently and avoid expensive breakdowns during extreme heat. One simple money-saving tip that makes real difference is keeping your thermostat a consistent temperature instead of constantly raising it or lowering it. Because when your system doesn't have to work overtime to catch up, it runs more efficiently and saves you more money. And honestly, once you live here for a bit and you get used to the heat, and keeping your home slightly warmer than you might elsewhere often feels totally comfortable. Property taxes and local assessments are another thing to pay attention to. Taxes vary across the valley, and if you're looking at newer developments, you'll want to ask about something called mellow roofs. It's a special tax assessment used to fund things like schools, roads, and infrastructure. And if a home has it, it gets added on top of your regular property taxes. So it's important to know whether it applies to you and how much it is annually. Last, but certainly not least, is the everyday wear and tear on your car and desert transportation. Coachella Valley is spread out, so most people rely on their cars. The Highway 111 runs through the valley and I-10 makes it easy to get out quickly, but driving is part of life here. That means gas, maintenance, and the desert-specific quirks you might not even think about, like the one I had when my windshield wipers dried out and cracked because it rarely rains here. And when it finally did rain, I realized they needed replacing. So there you have it. Those are the 7 hidden costs of living in Palm Springs in the Coachella Valley. It's an incredible place to live, and once you understand the details ahead of time, you can plan smart and really enjoy everything this area has to offer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.